Hello, welcome. This video is in collaboration with Cara, Beauty and the Frizz. I will link her channel and also her video in the description box below. I have seen many videos of hers where she mentioned with her Viseart palettes how she just haven't used them or doesn't use them as much as she would like. And there was another video she did, I think in June, where she mentioned it again, and I thought, girl, I haven't been using mine in a while too. Let's collab. So I asked her, I pitched the idea, and she said yes. So here we are. I enjoy Cara's channel. Her and her Frizz. And she does many types of videos. She has a fragrance channel and also a makeup channel, and with the makeup there's vlogging as well, so go check out her channel if you don't know her, which I doubt, but just tell her I said hello and I sent you over. Go watch her videos, see what looks she came up with. If you love what you see, subscribe, support her. This is one of two collaborations we're doing with our Viseart palettes. This first collab is a week of Viseart palettes. I did the looks in face of the day, eye of the day, eye look of the day format, and this is just the intro part of the video. I use my mattes a lot more, my Viseart mattes a lot more with my single shadows. So with this collab, we focus more on the shadows palettes that we haven't used in a while or actually never used. There are two palettes that I purchased in June, Minxette and Soleil Plage. Those two I purchased in June. But I hope you enjoy the format of this video. This is one of the looks, and without further ado, I hope you enjoy. For today's look, I'm using the Colmôe palette. I used two shades. Let's see, I'm trying to get the clear part off, maybe. I used this green all over my lid, and then this champagne shade in the inner corner, and then I mixed both, whatever was left on the brush, and just applied it right in the middle, lower, not lash line, but lower lash line. I think what I'm thinking is lower waterline, but I have the green all over the other shade, champagne shade, in the inner corner, and then whatever was left on the brush, lightly applied lower, middle, lower lash line. And that's it for this look. I'm in a hurry today, but I know that I am faster with my makeup application when I don't have to record it, so I did so off camera, also in a hurry to get somewhere. But for today, I'm using the Minxette palette for the first time. I purchased this in June, and I used these two shades first, and then applied this one all over my lid, applied this one lower outer lash line just for definition, and then I also, since I'm in a hurry, used it as my brow powder. It's lighter than I usually go for my brows, but I actually like the tone, the warm tone it gives to my brows. I don't dislike it. It's different, and I'm happy with what it looks like. And then inner corner, I used this shade. While using this palette, this tone here, it has a purple hue to it. So I'm looking forward to using this in an eye look. And that is all. Sunscreen, powder, and I used, where is it? Viseart lip gloss in Cuckoo, Eldridge kitten liner, Pat McGrath mascara, e.l.f. laminating brow gel, and that is it. I decided for today, go with something bold. I started off with my lips, and then the palette I chose for today, I tried to do something light to balance out the lips. Cashmerie Charmeuse. This was kindly gifted to me by Viseart. This is what it looks like. I used these two shades, a light fluffy brush, and I applied this one first, and then this one I applied on top and just mixed both. I used this deep shade here as a liner and also my lower lash line, and then I used this shade for my inner corner. I used this shade for my brow powder as well. And with this look, I decided to do more for my base, as in coverage wise. So I color corrected, covered my hyperpigmentation. I used Niacinamide Color Fix in Nude 8. I also used Clé de Peau Under Eye Color Radiant Corrector in Cocoa. I used the Colmôe Concealer in medium 1. Chantecaille Perfecting Blur Powder, deep medium all over. Bronzer is the Fenty bronzer in Coconutty. Oh, this lip. Eldridge Enhance and Define Lip Pencil in Cinnabar. And I wanted to wear that alone, but it was accentuating my lip lines. So I applied Viseart lip gloss in Cuckoo on top. Out of my norm, as in what I've been wearing lately, I've been wearing just a light gloss. Highlighter, I'm using the Persico Fizz from RMS. And then for my lashes, I'm wearing the Queen Musia 2053 mascara. And then on top of it, I layered the Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara. And this is the look for today. I have extra time today for this look, and yes, I went with my comfort zone. This is just what I've been feeling lately. I feel comfortable, beautiful, just organic, I guess. But I do have time today, so I will give you a rundown of what I have on my whole face. My usual jewelry. This one I got from Etsy. This music one I got from the piercing shop when I got my one of my piercings done. This was not the original place it was somewhere else. The safety pin that I have here from Ana Luisa. These from Ana Luisa. And then for my face, did my usual skincare, which included, I opened up, I don't have it here. I opened up my last bottle of the Geek and Gorgeous Azelaic serum. It's the derivative. I stored it in the fridge, so it was cooling. relaxing when I applied it, but open that bottle up. That's what I use, one of the things I used with my skincare this morning. And then on top, I applied the Victoria Beckham Beauty by Augustinus Beta, the Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer. This one is in golden. Applied that, let it sit for a bit, and then applied my Beauty of Joseon Matte Sun Stick. This is at its last. Some of them I can pop out, but this is the end of it, so there are grooves in there. So instead of applying it onto my skin, I used my nail to scrape off the amount that I wanted, and then applied it all over my face, ear, neck. Today I used the Cashmerie palette, one of my, probably my top 3 Viseart palette. Beautiful. I enjoy this palette. I used these 2 shades after priming my lids with the CoverGirl lid lockup. Used this 2 shade all over my lid, and then I used this shade all over my lid, topped it with this one. This one has more shimmer to it, larger particles of shimmer, just to give it more scattered or diffused glimmer to the look. And then use this one in my inner corners, and then this shade outer corner and lower outer lash line. So that is it for the eyes. For my brows, I use this single Nabla eyeshadow, matte eyeshadow. My lips, I have the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil in Rose Envy. Lisa Eldridge Kitten Flick Liquid Eyeliner. My brows, the e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel. Used my Queen Musia 2053 mascara. What else? 2 more things. For powder, I can see the glow of the Victoria Beckham Beauty Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer. That's a long name. It's coming through, so I don't have any highlighter on. I don't even have my Auric Glow Loss underneath my eyes. I just applied it everywhere for that golden glow. So powder, I used the Wet n Wild 5-in-1. Last thing is Huda Beauty Glowish bronzer in 04 Deep Tan. It has a rosy hue to it, so I enjoy using it as a bronzer blush. And that's what I have on. Beautiful. I really enjoy my look today. That is it for today's look. For today's look, I'm using Violette Vespertine. This was kindly gifted to me by Viseart, and this is what it looks like. When I opened this palette today, I was drawn to this shade, so I thought this would be all over my lid, which I did. It's all over my lid. Then I built onto it. I applied this shade outer corner and into my crease, then this shade to blend out the whole shadow, just so it appears seamless. I used the same shade on my lower lash line, then used this shade again, part of my lower lash line. In the inner corner and lightly in the middle, I applied this shade here. And that is it for this eye look. I absolutely love how it turned out. While I was using this palette, I thought to myself, why aren't you using these? It's because I have so many eyeshadows. I enjoy eyeshadows, but I need to do a better job about rotating amongst them. I get stuck on one type of look and just stay there, or brand and just stay there, but I need to do a better job about using what I have. This is a beautiful palette. I love this look. I love Viseart shadows. And I'm reminded each time I use it how much I love it and should show more love to it. For the rest of my face, if I can remember, I don't have them here with me. I got ready a while ago. I have my Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, the Rice Relief SPF 50 sunscreen. I applied my Colmôe Skin Tint in Deep 2, Colmôe Concealer, Medium 1, Wet n Wild Powder, Victoria Beckham bronzer. I wanted something light, so I used the light side of the bronzer, shade 4. Gucci blush in Rosy Beige. Highlighter is RMS Prosecco Fizz. I used a shade from this palette, this one, for as my brow powder. Mascara is Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. I'm due to get another one. I think it's going on to more than 6 months with that mascara. The longer I use it, the better it gets. And it's still performing. And I will purchase it whenever there's a sale. We'll see. As of right now, I usually try and change out my mascara at the 4-6 month mark, but sometimes if it's still working for me, I leave it alone and I use what I have. What else? I use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. My lips, Lisa Eldridge Enhance and Define Lip Pencil in Decade, and then Chantecaille La Matte Stylo in Meadow Sweet. I think the La Matte Stylo have been discontinued. At least Meadow Sweet, I can't find it anywhere because I'm running low. And the more I use it, the more I'm like, I want to have a backup of it. But I do not need more lippies of any sort. I have a lot. But that is it for this look. Yeah. For today's look, I'm using the Soleil La Plage palette. This is the first time using it. I was mainly attracted to this shade here, and I just wanted a light shadow look and use that shade as a pop of an accent shade, I guess. So for this look, I started off with these two shades. They were pretty light against my skin tone, borderline pastel, but I played onto it by creating this light, a bit pastel look. So I used these two shades. I dipped into both little at a time and just lightly applied all over my lid and then up to my brow bone, and then I used this shade as a liner. I am slowly playing with using eyeshadow as not only a liner but to try extending it out further. In the past I've used it as a liner but restricted it to just at the edge of my eyes, but today I decided let me extend it out and then play upon it and built underneath as a double wing liner, a little bit of shadowing, so it looks like there are two, just playing around. And then I used this shade in the inner corner. These two shades, not only did I apply it on my lid up and lightly up to my brow bone, I also applied it on my lower lash line. The darker shade here, not only as a liner, and middle to outer corner, that's where I lined. I applied it a little bit on the lower outer lash line as well before I feathered it a little bit out, like that. I also used this brown as my brow powder. So that is the look for today. I was just editing this video and I thought to myself, there's something missing. There was something missing, and I thought, how could I do a Viseart video without including an all matte look, which right here. Although I have grown to enjoy Viseart shimmers, my first love when I started using Viseart was their mattes. And to celebrate that, I decided, let's do an all matte look. I also, in my daily makeup usage, I always incorporate a shimmer in a look. And the few times, handful of times I have done an all matte look, I have truly enjoyed them. At the time, I always make a mental note, do an all matte look more often. But then I revert back to my matte and then some shimmers. Even if it's all matte, the inner corner, most of the time, shimmer. Although I use my Viseart mattes more than my shimmery palettes, because I use the mattes with my other shadows, my singles, the shimmery shifty shades. These two I haven't used in a while. I have the dark mattes and the Editorial brights. Dark mattes, Editorial brights. For this eye look, prime my lids with the CoverGirl Lid Lockup Primer. And then I applied this shade all over my lid up to my brow bone and also my lower lash line. And then I started with this shade, slowly building up, and Viseart mattes blends effortlessly. I enjoy their mattes. There are other mattes from other brands that blends effortlessly, but I love, it feels like a therapy session, just slowly building it up, because I cannot go in full opacity. I need that time to slowly build it up to what I want, instead of boom, which this is capable of, instead of boom at the get-go pigmentation. With their mattes, I like to slowly, I tap in and slowly build it up. So I used this shade and slowly applied it on the outer corner onto my crease, just right out here, and then just a little bit on the lower lash line. Then applied this shade on the rest of my lid and blend it onto my crease and as well as lower lash line. While I was using this palette, I kept thinking, oh, I need a brighter inner corner highlight. And when I was doing my base, I applied a shimmery highlight and automatically I was going to apply it inner corner, and I was like, no, matte inner corner highlight. Before I show you which one I used in the inner corner, I used the shade as a liner really close to my lash line and also a little bit on the lower lash line as well. So that, and then I went into the Editorial Brights and used the white shade for my inner corner, and I slowly built it up. I didn't want it to be stark white, which again it's capable of. I just slowly built it up and blending with each application so everything looks seamless. I applied the Chanel Noir Allure mascara. I got those, it's a sample, deluxe sample gift with purchase, so I have a few of those. So that's the mascara I have. I used the Queen Musia lipstick in Ada. I applied it lightly to give that, not full opacity, but a stain, a light wash of color to my lips, which I was kindly gifted by the brand. But this is it for the matte, all matte Viseart look. Thank you all for watching. I will link all the palettes that I used and products that I remember using in this video that I mentioned during my Face of the Days in the description box below. Most of the links will be affiliate links. If you choose to use them, thank you. But I'll list everything below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the looks, and I hope this inspires you to use those products you've been neglecting. Pull them out, play with them. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, I would love for you to consider subscribing. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next video.